Okay, so yesterday, one of the craziest things I think that has ever happened at my store happened. I'm so shocked. It's like new content is coming to me every day. So I had a lady and her family come in. It was 4 of them. They didn't seem like they were from America, but they were very nice and they were very sweet people. And they went through the motions. You know, they were ordering their sandwiches. I gotta say, though, they ordered like 5 things. And I was all alone, so I was trying to rush through them as quickly as possible with a line behind them. And they were all a little older, I'm not gonna lie. So it took a little bit to get through all the sandwiches, and then I finally got through them all and went to ring it all up. And then while I was ringing it up, they were like, wait, we need one more sandwich. And I was like, oh my God. Okay. So I went and rushed through that last sandwich, and I went back to ring them up. And the oldest lady was actually paying for all of it, and she had a credit card. Wait, scratch that. She had a debit card, I'm pretty sure. And I went to ring up the whole thing, and the total was around $30. And she had no idea how to use this thing. I don't think any of them did, if I'm being honest. But once again, super sweet people, I gotta say. And I basically told her, hey, you're gonna have to go through the motions of putting it into the machine, and it's gonna ask you for a tip. Just skip through a tip, and then you have to do nothing else. Well, while this was happening, I guess the lady thought that the tip was her PIN number, and she put in her PIN number, and then all of a sudden on the screen, I see a receipt printed out that says $1,000. I was like, oh my God. Either this lady is the most generous lady on earth, or she just accidentally tipped me $1,000. So I said to her, I was like, ma'am, your receipt is now $1,000. I was like, did you mean to do this? And she legitimately had no idea what I was talking about. She just kept saying, yes, yes, yes. And I was like, no, no, no. Do you see this? Like, I started pointing at the receipt for her, and all of a sudden I see her eyes just blow up, and she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, ma'am, you tipped me $1,000 by accident. What have you done? I've literally never dealt with a situation like this. So I was panicking in the back of my head. I had customers online just sitting there. This was all yesterday too. And I was like, hold on, I'm going to take care of this, but get your phone out. And I was so afraid this woman wouldn't even have a phone. So I told her, yeah, you have to call your bank and make sure when I void this that they actually void it. I didn't want this lady getting charged $1,000. And I made it really clear to her next time whenever she goes somewhere, she has to read the screen. But she was older, so I bet she had no idea what was going on. So I finally figured out how to void the entire transaction, and she didn't lose any money. We had her call her bank, and they were fine. They were like, yep, we didn't process this payment. You're good, woman. And I was like, thank God. I didn't want to scam this lady out of $1,000 for a couple Subway sandwiches. Oh my God. And so next time I rang her up, and then I did the entire process for her. I was like, I'm gonna skip this tip thing for you, ma'am. And her total came out to $30. I gave her the 2 receipts, and I sent her on her way. And she honestly had no idea what was going on, and the 3 other people had no idea what was going on either. They literally seemed like they didn't care. So I was like, what is happening right now? This has legitimately never happened to me. This might be one of my craziest stories I've ever told. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video and subscribe. And remember, eat fresh.